Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you the team I'm going to use to defeat the Giant Janet. Not a regular Giant Ctharrasque, I call it Janet, but a giant one. Oh my god, first time we've fought a giant Janet. No mythic team as usual to benefit newer players to the game as well, but still really effective regardless of your level. But first things first, what you're going to want to do is go to the shop, grab yourself tier 1, 2 and 3 to pick up not only the potion of enchantment amongst the other things you pick up from there, the potion of explosion, as well as the Godslayer troop. Triton Guard Mirror deals 3 to 5 times skull damage versus bosses based on your ascensions, but that's not the main thing. If you can't afford that third trait, it doesn't really matter, you're not going to need it. But the spell is the thing that's beneficial about this the most. Dealing damage to an enemy, and if they're a boss, dealing 3 to 5 times damage based on her ascensions, and then explodes 3 blue gems, which helps charge up the team at the same time. You're going to want to grab tier 3 as well. Really good weapon here. Pretty much everybody should be able to afford this weapon. Only costs, I think, 250 gems for tier 1, 2 and 3. And the reason why I say everybody should be able to afford that is because you should be in a guild where basically you can get the tasks closed really quickly and get 390 gems pretty much on day 1 of the new week, on Monday today. Even if you start off with 0 gems, you can get 390 really quickly by closing the tasks, which give you those 390 gems. So easy to afford this weapon here. Really good explodey summony weapon, I call them. Explodes magic +1 blue gems, grants a random status effect to all Molantis allies, which will be the whole team, and has a summon as well, just in case things go wrong. Pretty decent there. So the team for this, I'm going to go with, it's a kind of a self-pick team in a way. There is options. I'll show a couple of ways you can change it if you don't have a couple of the troops here. But we've got the weapon in first place. We're going to be in Tidecaller class for this. Explode a blue gem when matching 4 or more gems. Submerge myself when I take damage. Go for a snap freeze, insulated, anti-magic sphere, watery binding, deluge, water mastery and aquatic glory. So really cool. Triton is here to give all merfolk allies a 50% start with mana, and also summons an ice storm at the start, which is blue, which is nice and convenient. Not too concerned about this spell unless you don't have a deep king, and then I'll show how that actually comes in useful. Triton Guard Mirror is our Godslayer, will save her spell for bashing Janet round the face and getting rid of that ugly thing in a hurry. And the Deep King is our main damage dealer in second place. Does magic +2 true splash damage to 2 random enemies, and then submerge myself and a random ally. So that's going to make really short work of the opposition, and may even, you know, it will take out Janet at first for several levels. So really straightforward. If you don't have a Deep King, so you can't do that true splash damage, then another really nice troop for this is Leviathan. Dispel all enemies and deal damage to them all. So damage to all with the effects of Dispel, which is really good. Removes positive effects such as Barrier, Enchanted, Enraged, etc. And knocks the first enemy to the back. And there's immune to Devour and submerges itself on 4 or 5 gem matches. So pop that in there. If you don't have a Deep King, uses the same mana colors as Deep King, and then you can benefit from this splash damage as well from this dude here if you require it. So lots of prongy trident troops going on here, stabbing people with prongy things. He just prongs them with teeth, but never mind. But anyway, yeah, going to be really straightforward for this, I think. Going to go for a slime banner, +2 blue, +1 green, -1 red. Nice benefits to our blue troops, and a bit of extra green for the weapon. But with that 50% start and that enchantment, it's not going to take long to get charged at all. So look at this ugly munt. Wow, he looks really confused. I don't know what a munt is, just made it up. Ugly munt. Never mind. Right, anyway, so let's get the weapon charged. Done. Let's cast the weapon to charge the team. And then you can cast our Deep King, or if you had Leviathan instead, that will do the trick as well. Right, and let's keep on. I'll only do a few of these first early levels, and I'll jump forward a bit to some of the more difficult ones, see how the team performs on the later levels. If it charges up straight away, a lot of that, you can just wipe out the enemy straight away. Chuck on Medals of Nisha to boost up the damage of your team. Not going to need an Anu for this because you get 50% start on everyone. So really cool early team. Nice and quick. There we go, ready again. See you later. Flying through these early levels. Come on. Playing his harp there. Didn't get charged at the time. But we can take blue directly to get Deep King charged up. Quicker way of doing it. Stage 5, first appearance of Giant Janet. Let's see what we can do. It's been really straightforward so far. Virtually not doing anything. It's just the team just charging itself up most of the time with those potions of explosion and getting ready to go really quick. There we go. Don't even need to get that. I'll just get it anyway, just in case we don't wipe anybody out straight away, but we did. Carry on. Next one. Or Battle Raven, grab that for some extra sigils, extra battles. Yeah, it's going to get him charged up straight away. And kaboosh. So really fast at the moment. Again, I'll jump forward in a minute. If we're just wiping out these enemies with a single cast, there's not a lot of point showing that. Just to get across how effective it is, I suppose. Just charged up again by itself. Really cool. I've jumped forward a bunch more, but Giant Janet or Giant Ctharrasque still has absolutely no chance. It's like getting wiped out so easily. But it is important to cast your troops in a correct order. When you don't wipe out a Ctharrasque straight away, like we'll cast our Deep King first always. Like there we've got left behind 3 of the troops there. These 3 have been left behind. It's important to cast this on the Janet at the bottom there. Make sure you take that out, get the benefit of that extra damage, and then you can cast your Triton to do that heavy splash damage. Most of the time that is going to wipe out the enemy team. Let's do that again. If your Deep King just happens to wipe out Janet really quickly, then you do the opposite. You cast your Triton first on the other troops, or you pick off somebody individually with Triton Guard Mirror, because remember, she gets that extra damage because she's got the damage boost from that magic. So let's get the old Deep King up. Do that. The bottom troop isn't charged up yet, so we'll cast this on the boss. Get rid of them. See you later, mate. And let Triton finish off. Oof. Oof. Not quite. Deep King gets the glory in the end. Yeah, and just keep on going. It's going to be fairly straightforward, and every time you cast a weapon, you benefit from those status effects to all your team. Let's cast this. Wiped out Janet absolutely straight away. You can cast that if you want, get the extra benefits of the status effects, as I just said. So much going on, it's crazy, and you can just finish off. If you get these 3 troops charged up, you can. It's up to you. You can grab extra turns if you like, if you need the gold. But remember, this troop does ×2 magic, so you get that extra damage from that as well. Even against a normal troop, that is going to do a lot of single target damage. Right, let's just do one more, say. Sorry, Janet, you are absolutely in for it. And let's get the weapon up. Or even let them get away with that form action at the bottom there. When you get these, again, like this, 2 troops up, the splash damage, remember, is going to technically miss. It's not going to become splash damage because there's nobody adjacent. So just be really wary to make sure you target Janet first, and then finish off with your Triton. And you can do a skull rack at the end if you like, or cast a weapon. I think either or would have finished them off. But yeah, really cool team to use, no mythic required, and really fast, like crazy fast. Absolutely flew through this. Well, there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.